Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be showing you guys, these are the products I've been loving for a good amount of time. I've been using them over and over and over again. There's maybe a couple products I just recently started using that I did fall hard in love for. So even though I haven't been trying them that long, I do know I do really love the product. So this is going to be a Vlogmas video. I think next time I do a sit down and chat video, I'll be doing it in like a onesie maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So the first product I want to talk about is the e.l.f. Shimmer Highlighting Powder in the shade Pearl Glow. I absolutely love this powder. It is so beautiful. If you have fair skin tone like I do, this is a beautiful highlighter. It is stunning. The color, stunning. The undertone, stunning. Everything about this highlighter is so beautiful. I have it on today, but it's kind of worn off, but that's what it looks like. So pretty. You can make this very wet looking and just nice and glowing from within, or you can make it look very natural, which I do like a natural highlight sometimes, but I am utterly in love with it. And if you guys have been struggling to find a nice fair highlighter for your fair skin tone, this is the one. And it's only, I believe, $6, so that is a good bargain. I've also been loving the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It in the shade Light. I do have this one on today. I didn't go too hard with my bronzer. It probably wore off at this point in time since it's pretty late at night. It's like 9-ish o'clock. But this is what it looks like. Such a pretty color, and it's very luminous. Like, it's not just a plain flat bronzer. It actually has some sort of life to it. I don't know how to describe it. I mean, it's exactly what it says. It's luminous. Like, it's not just a plain it's not just a plain flat bronzer. There's a little bit of life to it, just a little bit of something. It's not shimmery by any means. Another bronzer, of course, is the Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer in the shade Bronze Dynasty. I know they have two. It's like the Dragon Queen or some crap like that, but I gave that one to my mom because it was slightly a bit darker and slightly a bit warmer. So I have this one. I think this is a nice shade. You do have to build this up. This isn't just like a pout in your face bronzer, but I do like to be able to build up my bronzers because I am so fair. Things can go really wrong really quick. So I don't have it on. I haven't reached for it today, but super pretty, super buttery. If you don't like bronzers you have to build up, this isn't for you, but I do love it. I've been using it with this brush, just gonna tap it in, and then how I like to put on my bronzer, I like to tap it on and then kind of go back over it and just tap. Alright, you guys, this blush. I have never fell hard in love with this blush and with the blush before, ever. Like, I absolutely adore this blush. It's in the shade Awesome. I've been using it like non-stop. I'm mixing it alone by itself. There's no, you can't tell that I've been using. It's that one right there. It is super pretty and it's super pigmented. This is only this is the LA Colors Red Rouge blush in the shade Awesome. You can go and get this at Family Dollar, Dollar General, anywhere that sells LA Colors. I love this blush, you guys. It's so pretty and so flattering. I don't have any issues blending it out onto my bare skin. I think it looks absolutely wonderful, and it doesn't look fake. It looks like a natural flush. Now, I've been loving blush lately. Like, I've been really loving a really flushed cheek for some odd reason. So this has definitely given me the flushed cheek look. Now, you can just go and dip it in once and put it on your cheeks, and it'll look very natural if you want just that nice wash of color. But I will say this is very pigmented. You know, when you go and dip your finger in it, it is pretty rough to the touch. It's not buttery. It's not anything like that. But the formula is amazing, and I do love it. Another thing from LA Colors, you guys, I just like kind of picked this up from the Dollar Tree on a whim. It wasn't even like me wanting to do a Dollar Tree haul or test or challenge. I saw this and I saw these colors and I was like, oh my god, I have to try it out. So it is the LA Colors little quad in the shade Matterific. Those are the shades. I have been hardcore in love that I have quite a bit of a divot in. And you can see that it's kind of making that little texture when you dip into it quite a bit. I don't know if it's like picking up, but there. Like, I love this shade. I don't use this shade at all. It's like a weird fleshy tone. I don't know. It's a little too dark for my skin tone. Not into that, but if you're my skin tone, you're looking for a nice cool tone taupe, this is it. It's not too gray. It's not too warm. It is the perfect taupe. It is like almost in comparison more neutral than my contour color. And I am actually pleasantly surprised. I loved this. I love this little quad so much. I already have a backup somewhere. I'll probably have to find it, and I may even have to buy like another one. Now, I've been using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer in Dewy Lumino, whatever. This is just a dewy primer. Now, for me, how I use the primer, I go and take just a little bit and I just go and tap it on my cheekbones, bring it up into here, and just kind of go like this. Pretty much wherever I put my highlighter. I put some on my nose right over there, and I blend it all out, and I'll put everywhere else with my matte primer. Now, if I put this all over my face, I will look like a oily, slick mess. It is not flattering whatsoever. So if you have the oily skin or whatever, or you like a little bit of luminosity but not that much luminosity, this isn't for you. But if you have really dry skin, this is definitely for you. I would 100% recommend this. Wunderbrow in the shade Brunette. Now, the shade does not look like a good match, but I really do like it. I do have a video, so I'll try and link it below or in the cards or somewhere, but I highly recommend picking this up if you have a little bit of extra money to try. I do have the dupe, which I have not done a video on it yet, but I will in the future sometime of comparing these two. So maybe just hold off until I can get a future video out on this. But I have been loving this. I do have the darker shade, which I do think fits my hair color a little bit more. Their shade range isn't as great as I hope, but it's decent. So I've been setting my eyeshadow with this Wet n Wild Color Icon in Brulee. I actually was going to get rid of this, and I was like, you know what, I can just use this to go and set my lid. So that's what I've been using it for. I just take my finger, pat, and done and set. Don't need to worry about it. Everything is effortless, and it does look really natural on my skin. It doesn't look too white. It doesn't look too harsh. Like, it is just a nice skin tone kind of color. So I'm pretty happy with it. The e.l.f. Shadow Lock Primer in the shade Sheer. I have been loving this stuff. It's not like a concealer. It's not going to completely cancel everything out. Obviously, it's in the shade Sheer, but it's really good. I would recommend to set it because you will, like, your eyeshadow will most likely drag if you try and just blend it out without something to set it with. It's because it is pretty sticky. I do find my shadows blend better when I do set this with just a plain skin tone color shadow. But I have been loving this for quite some time, actually. I've been quite in love with this, so I would recommend it. I've completely replaced using my concealer over this, so that's how much I actually do like it. With this pair, I haven't had any creasy eyeshadows. I know sometimes with my eyeshadow, and if I set it with and if I use a concealer with a shadow like this, I usually wind up with a really big creasy mess, and I am not about the crease like Colourpop Brow Boss in the shade Ash Brown. That's what I'm wearing today. Like, my mom got it for me when I was taking it back to the airport. And this is a really good brow pencil. I would say this is almost comparable to the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pencil. I think this one is a little bit more stiff. I do have to press down a little bit harder to go and work up the color that I want, but once it's in there, like, you guys, it looks really, really good. The only thing I don't see on here that it's waterproof by any means, so that's one drawback, but I still feel like it probably will last through that. But I really have been loving this, and the shade for ash brown is a really good ash brown. Sometimes when they say ash brown, it's not really that good of an ash brown. It is kind of warm. So the last product that I have been in love with is the Too Faced Natural Matte palette. This is the original one. I do have near me a makeup store that's discounted. It has like Estee Lauder, MAC. It's been carrying a little bit of Too Faced eyeshadow palettes, Origins, just stuff that's like at a discounted price, like Bobbi Brown, all that stuff. But I have really been enjoying this palette for some strange reason, because these normally aren't my shades. This is what the palette looks like. I'm sure you guys know it, but I've just been taking the color Nudie. I've been taking Nudie and just kind of putting it in my crease, and I've also been putting it on my outer V, and then I've been taking a little bit of Success Brow right there. I've just been kind of putting it in the outer V and just kind of darkening up that area. I've just been loving it. Like, I do have the other one, which I can already tell there's quite a bit of a difference, so I'm really happy that I did grab this one. Now, I have loved this mascara when I was younger, like in high school, but for some reason I really just don't feel it anymore. This is the Maybelline Great Lash Mascara, and this is in the Lots of Lashes, and this is what the wand looks like. I love this wand, but just the formula is it's just crap. I don't know what it is. Like, it does not do anything to my lashes, and back then when I was younger, it did everything to my lashes, and I wore eyeliner like a freaking raccoon, and I could still see my lashes with this. So I don't know if they changed the formula or it's just not meshing anymore, but I just don't like it. I'll use it up as much as I can, but then I'm just gonna toss it and never buy it again. Yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy this. Please be sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification button, and I upload Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I hope you guys do enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.